Welcome to History and Art Secrets for a new journey in search of knowledge. The history of Venetian masks is part of Venice itself and embodies its essence. Few know where it comes from, and it is a troubled history that follows that of the Serenissima. The mask has always been one of the characteristic elements in the costume of actors. Originally it consisted of a hollow face with monstrous or grotesque features, worn to hide the appearance of the face and, during religious ceremonies, to ward off evil spirits. With Carnival, the mask becomes the symbol of the need to abandon oneself to play and jokes, expressing meanings of celebration, transgression, freedom, immorality. Personal identity, sex, social class no longer existed. The history of the Venetian mask begins in 1268, the year in which the law limiting the improper use of the mask dates back. Men in masks were forbidden to play the game of eggs, which consisted of throwing eggs filled with rose water at women who were walking by. The craftsmen who made the masks were called maschereri and had their own statute since 1436. The production of masks had intensified so much that in 1773 there were 12 workshops in Venice. The demand was such that they began to make black masks, managing to increase their diffusion at a European level. The mask was not only used during Carnival but also on St. Stephen's Day, December 26th, and until Shrove Tuesday, which concluded Carnival. It was allowed during the days of Ascension and was used until June. Furthermore, during the most important events such as celebrations of the Venetian Republic, the use of bauta and tabaro was permitted. The bauta was used by men and women. It was mandatory for married women who went to the theatre, while it was forbidden for unmarried girls. The bauta was made up of a black veil or tabaro, a black tricorn and a white mask. The white mask was called lava and allowed one to drink and eat without ever taking it off, thus maintaining anonymity. Then the tabaro was worn, a long black cloak that covered half of the person. It was made up of a small cape that could be made of cloth or silk depending on the season. The moretta was an oval mask of black velvet that was used by women. Its invention originated in France but quickly spread in the Serenissima, as it embellished the features. The moretta was completed with veils and hats, and since it was worn by holding it in the mouth thanks to a pin, it was a silent mask and appreciated by men. In order to limit the moral decay of the Venetians, the Serenissima legislated on Carnival and regulated the use of masks and disguises. It was forbidden to wear the mask during periods other than Carnival and in places of worship. The use of the mask was prohibited for prostitutes and men who frequented brothels. The penalties were very severe. For men, 2 years in prison, 18 months in the galleys, ships of the Republic, and the payment of 500 lire to the Council of 10. Women were whipped from Piazza San Marco to Rialto, pilloried between the 2 columns of Piazza San Marco, and were banned for 4 years from the territory of the Republic. In 1703 they were prohibited in the ridotti, the Venetian gambling houses. After the fall of the Republic in 1797, the Austrian government no longer allowed the use of masks except for private parties. The Venice Carnival went through a phase of decline, but for some decades masks have made Venice the capital of Carnival. If you liked the video, click like, share it on your social networks and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Welcome to History.